Hello guys, what's up? InkSlasher44 here, and today I'm looking to talk to you guys just face to face over the internet. I know that's not possible, except over Skype, but you're going to be looking at some Call of Duty gameplay, and I'm going to be looking at a blank computer screen with a monkey picture on my background. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is staying pretty much positive your entire life, and that is something a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people in my life have gone through depression, and I have for a short period of time, and not as serious as some of the people that I know. For example, my mother, she went through an extreme stage of depression almost at the same time as I did. Hers was a bit delayed compared to mine, and hers was also a lot worse. Now, recently she's gone through this again, and she told me that one of her main ways of getting through it was actually talking to me. Now, I mean, that's not abnormal. A lot of people, when going through these tough stages in their life, need someone that's close to them, me being my mother's son, to talk to. They need that special person that they can go to and indulge in. That's probably a bad word for it, but just to be there for them, to not feel alone. Now, for me, what I do when I get depressed is I don't go to someone to talk to about it, although my mom really is a good person to talk to if I do, and I suggest that if you are depressed, finding someone to talk to, and then they can help you from there. However, that's not what I do. I stick to myself a lot. And when someone is depressed, what they do is they do stick to themselves. And that's what I do. I listen to a lot of music, and I also eat a lot of food. That's normal, but the way I do it's really different. I find some TV show to watch on the internet, or even just some YouTube videos, and use that as an excuse for eating. And the final thing I do when I'm depressed is I work out a lot. Like, so the food thing doesn't really matter because I'm working out so much that it doesn't matter. But when I get really pissed off, I'll just go for like a 10K run, and I'll get back, and my mom will just think it's normal because I do enjoy working out. But it's to an extreme extent when I'm depressed. However, since when I was really depressed, I was in grade 7. I just went into middle school, and I don't know why I was so depressed. To this day, I don't know what it was. But that year we went to Disney World, and the whole time in Disney World, like, I was happy that I was in Disney World. It just, I wasn't as happy as I should have been. And I didn't realize that till later. And the one instance in my life where I realized that you can't be depressed is when my grandpa had a heart attack, because I learned at that time that I needed to always be positive for a reason that you never know when something good you have is going to come to an end. And that came to even more of a realization when I had my heart problems back in, now it would have almost been a year ago. A year ago would be in August, so it's July right now, so in August it will be a year. And that really made me realize that you really have to live every minute of your life to its full potential and never let anything slip away from you. Now, doing that is easier said than done. A while ago, my mom was talking to me. She specifically came up to me and said, "Corey, I don't get it. How did you get over your heart stuff so easily?" And I just looked at her and said, "I didn't." And when she, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I'm still scared that I could just die whenever, just whenever, really." And she says, "Well, then how do you live so happy?" I said, "Living life isn't easy, but when you worry about things that you can't control, it makes everything a whole lot harder." And of course, being my mother, she starts to cry and says, "How'd you get so smart?" And really, it's not that I'm smart or have figured out the secret to living. It's the fact that I simply realize that worrying about something you can't control is useless, because worrying is only going to make it worse. And a lot of people tell you that, but really, it's easier said than done. And two nights ago, I was at a party, and my one friend's girlfriend came up to me, and she was joking around, because we were both drunk, of course, we were at a party, and she says to me, what did she say to me? She's like, "How do you just have so much fun all the time?" And the reason why she said that, I'll be completely honest with you, they were playing Truth or Dare, and the dare was for all the girls to have a lap dance competition. And there was one girl that wasn't involved in the lap dance competition. And I came into the room and saw that she was just sitting there watching this going on. And I decided that she wasn't going to sit there and that I was going to give her a lap dance. And all the guys just like burst out laughing, of course. And later she came up to me and she says, "How can you just do that? How can you not care what anyone else thinks of you dancing around like a little girl, literally?" Well, not literally. I don't know what that would be. But, how can you just not care and just be happy with who you are? And I said, I actually really don't remember what I said. I was that drunk. But, I just told her that when my heart thing happened, it changed the way I looked at everything. It changed the way I did everything. And to this day, I will never let an opportunity go by without considering it or even doing it. So examples of this, for example, an example of this would be that lap dance thing, or if we're at a cliff jumping, I wouldn't be scared to do it just because I might get hurt. I would do it because I have the opportunity to. And a lot of this goes into being happy. A lot of this goes into making oneself who they are. Some people sit in the background and just try to stay quiet so they don't look odd or out of place. Me, however, I do what I want to do because I know I can only do what I want to do for a specific amount of time. Now, a lot of this correlates with the job someone wants, the strive they have to do what they do. And to be honest, I'm one of the laziest people you'll ever meet. But I do the people in people's minds, I do extremely stupid things. I will at a party, if someone tells me that they don't think I'll jump off the roof into their pool, I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and then I'll go do it. Just because that I guess I feel like I have something to prove, even though I really don't. And a lot of the people that I work with see that I drink too much just because I go to parties a lot. But to me, that's just having fun, and really we only have a certain amount of time to do this having fun. For example, a lot of people say high school is going to be the best years of your life. And if you ask me, that's just not true. I think every minute that you live should be better than the last, or just as good. You should never have a lower point in your life that determines who you are. It should be the overall happiness of your life that correlates with who you are. Now, the staying happy part is the hard part. People say that things get in their way. So an example of this would be someone calling you, one of your, not a close friend, but one of your friends sending you a text message saying, "You're a freaking jackass, you made out with that girl last night? That's disgusting, dude, she's a slut." And my question to you is, why would you let that get you down? You're looking at the total negative. If that's what gets you down, you're looking at the total wrong parts of that text message. So, see, if that gets you down, you're looking at your friend is mad at you, you made out with a slut, and she wasn't good looking. The parts you're missing is, hey, that guy didn't make out with her. He didn't make out with anyone. He was just sitting on his ass the whole night, not having any fun. And now he's complaining about it, that I did something that he didn't. That's ridiculous. That's like someone comparing you, complaining that they didn't go to the moon, and Lance Armstrong, the person that did, is stupid because they did. See, there's two different ways of looking at things. There's the positive way, and then there's the negative way. If you look at everything negative, chances are you're either depressed or just a really bad person to hang out with. And being able to look at everything in that positive direction is what can change one person's view of their own life and change another person's life altogether. I know that was a really deep commentary, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like rating and share this one with your friends. That would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, guys, this is InkSlasher44, 33 and 5, with a pretty sweet spawn trap in there. Until next time, peace out.